Champion, the challenger, 5 rounds of fighting for the light heavyweight title, Jones and Teixeira. Here we go! Good switch kick to the body by Jones, and a right hand to the face by Glover. Jon Jones with a 9-inch reach advantage. Jon continuing to hammer the body with that left leg. Glover getting in and getting some shots away early. Watch for the kicks to the upper thigh over the knee of Teixeira when he tries to come in. Good knee there by Jones. There is the shot. Stuffed. Jones, an unbelievable Greco-Roman wrestler, as well as freestyle, of course. Gets a lot of his takedowns.
Tonight, the 14th time that Nick Diaz will enter the octagon. This is by far the biggest fight of his life. And as I said at the top of the show, Joe, Nick Diaz shuns the spotlight and craves only
tie up against the cage. We got for that spinning elbow.
Fighting, man.
Trying to get
free. He's fighting at 185 pounds.
Glover training
fighting arguably the greatest fighter of all time at that weight class. Which is
There's really not a lot of light heavyweights at the pit
again
anymore.
With that right hand. Glover's coming over the top, but Jon's left with that right hand.
Jon switches his stance.
Hard kick to the body by Glover.
Glover is connecting early. Now he looks for the single.
Big challenge.
Jon likes to step in with an elbow.
He'll step in there against anyone, any weight class, and he has had
very dangerous in the clinch. Jon's elbows are sharp.
In the past. He got Robbie Lawler.
So far, this is shaping up to be a very interesting fight.
He knocked out Paul Daly in Strikeforce in an epic battle. Paul Daly is one of the biggest power strikers in MMA. So Nick Diaz has a tremendous chin and a tremendous amount of experience against
beautiful
big
kick over the top.
He also brought in
big blow came
high-level
high with that
kickboxing
question mark kick.
That is the difference in the distance. Because Jon's distance is not just with his punches, which are substantial, but even more substantial is the distance where he can kick Glover where Glover can't kick him.
Glover saying he was
they
absolutely
had epic
Jon was
gym
saying, are you okay with
Nick
it?
Diaz defines pressure on fighting.
Chuck Liddell watching very closely and not very calmly to his buddy Glover.
Fighter winner.
Glover
Nick
going for that right hand over the top.
He's throwing bombs. Good jab by
This
Jones.
the first time that winning 5,
Jon,
as Joe said.
the middle child.
Ooh, nice left hook by
We
Jon.
have the Robbie Lawler
Chandler in
highlight
the first
early.
row.
Joe talked about Paul Daly.
Good head movement by Jon as well. There's that inside leg
Nick
kick.
said he feels stronger
That's one
at
talented
this weight.
family, Joe.
He's got a very clean diet
Super Bowl
and an
champion, world
opportunity
fighting
to
champion,
defeat
first
the
round
greatest
pick,
fighter.
and maybe a future
of
Super
all
Bowl
time.
champion.
Switched it up. Went southpaw. He's got the legs. And nicely done.
Hard takedown by Jones.
Glover's got to be careful of his neck and his back up. Jon switched it up there for a minute. Went southpaw.
He's working back and forth as he usually does. Got to watch that hook. And there he switches to the right lead leg again for the kick to the body. Jon's really fluid going back and forth, lefty-righty.
Yeah, he certainly is. He likes to mix things up. He likes to be unpredictable. It's one of the reasons why he's so successful. He's so creative in there.
So many different angles, Joe.
There's a good left hook by Glover.
Glover likes that lead uppercut.
Looks like a shovel hook more than an uppercut. He throws all sorts of different angles, Mike. And he's going to have to get around those arms.
Final minute of round 1. Fights getting for 5 5-minute rounds.
Beautiful spinning back kick to the body.
We talked about a moment ago, so creative. And he gets out of the way.
Glover swinging wild there, trying to get it back after that kick landed.
second time Glover Teixeira has been scheduled for a 5-round fight in his career.
He is the former UFC middleweight champion, Anderson Silva.
John is mixing things up quite
16
a bit more.
consecutive wins in the octagon.
First time Glover
Best
was
ever.
scheduled with 2
10
minutes and 50
title
seconds.
defenses. Best ever. The injury in the second fight,
Round 1 in the
Chris
books.
Weidman, 13 months later, he is back.
So many questions to be answered. How has he recovered from the devastating 2 losses in a row? The first one, emotionally devastating because he was clowning. He was playing around with Chris Weidman. He got caught with that big left hand.
Arthur looking
The
at his
second
little brother
one,
saying,
the
"Keep
fight
your
he
mental
was
edge."
losing. He got hurt badly in the first round, throws a kick, and snaps his knee. Excuse me, snaps his shin. So confidence is in question. Where is his mind at? What about the amount of punishment he's taken over the course of his career, including the battles in the gym? All these questions need to be answered.
We got deep on it, no problem. Ponies in there all day long for you.
There's that left hook by John Jones. Excellent left hook. There's a kick to the body by Glover.
He had emergency surgery that same night. Dr. Steve Sanders.
Very interesting.
They
first
put
round.
a titanium rod through his tibia on the left leg. And we saw some great stories and features on Anderson. He worked a lot, he started walking, and then he progressed and progressed and progressed. And now he's going to fight in the UFC for the 19th time.
And they break.
Anderson, the Spider Silva.
Caught by Ryan Bader early in that 2 minute and 55-second 5-round fight we talked about. But man, did he answer.
And I'm hearing Mike Winklejohn saying, have fun, John Jones, have fun. They want him to be loose out there. Nice inside leg kick by Jones. And Glover's just looking to throw bombs, Mike.
Yeah.
And John has been able to slide away.
Tail of the
from
tape
most
for this, our main event of the evening. Silva, 39 years old, 80 years the elder of Nick Diaz. Everything else pretty close. Slight reach advantage for the former middleweight champion. And here's the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Butler.
It's nearly impossible to train for John Jones because he's so unique.
Well, he's not just unique, it's hard finding a guy who's that tall who can move the way he does.
Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, with Chairman Francisco Aguilar,
get a tall
Executive
guy, but
Director
can you get a
Bob
tall guy
Bennett,
that can
Commissioners
throw you
Skip
around the way
Avancino,
John
Bill
does?
Brady, Pat
The kind of
Woodball,
wrestling that
and
he has,
Anthony Marnell
wild
Jr.
kicking
Our 3
techniques.
judges scoring this
There's kind of
contest in
only one
octagon
rule,
side
that's
are Sal Diamato, Marcos Rosales,
weight class.
and Glenn
I mean, the
Trowbridge.
class
And when
kick
the action
again.
begins,
Second time
our
he's
referee
thrown
in
that
charge,
oblique kick.
John
See, that distance, the
McCartney.
distance that he can hit you when he throws kicks, so you can't hit him, is pretty substantial.
And again, he keeps
This
his opponent
is the moment UFC fans watching around the world have been waiting
John
for.
is choked.
Live
champion
from the
standing before.
MGM Grand
Timeout.
Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Five rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first,
right in there,
fighting out of the blue corner, a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu fighter holding a professional record, 27
Glover up the
wins,
middle.
9 losses, 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 1 inch
Unintentional. It's the
tall,
way
weighing
that John
in
just
at
extends himself,
185
Joe.
Look for
pounds,
that spinning back.
fighting out of Stockton, California.
Good slips by Teixeira. He's really looked for those body shots. Jones ducks under. Body shot again.
Good left,
Big right
good
hand. Closing the distance on the fence. This is what Glover wants, to fight in the phone booth. Back to the middle. John faked the shot. Glover brought the hands down. Oh!
Head kick. Elbow.
Head kick, straight punch, elbow.
You know, one thing I'm noticing, Mike, is that John's not throwing a lot of punches with his right hand. He's throwing left hooks. He's throwing straight lefts when he goes to the southpaw, but he's not throwing very many punches with his right hand, rather. He may have an injury on that right hand.
Good
nice
elbow.
elbows.
And another. Clinch.
Oh, good left hook by Jones.
Saw the kicks and knees landed by the champion.
That oblique kick.
Final minute of round 2.
Again with that oblique kick. He loves that kick.
John has often said, Joe, he wants to gone. Final 10 seconds. Spin again.
Wheel kick.
John Hackleman and others in the corner of Teixeira.
You're finding the mark. You're finding it, bro. All right. Your conditioning is great. Okay. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay. What? Okay. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Your conditioning is great. Your conditioning is great. You're getting stronger, okay? He's not, okay? You're finding your range. Now you gotta throw when you're inside, okay? The overhand is too much like a hook. I want it over the top more. Okay, he's just missing it. I want it coming over the top, then you come back with a left hook.
Here we see a right to the body and then a left behind it. Interesting, Mike. Glover in the corner was asking for ice on his shoulder, and he was saying that his shoulder hurts. And here's an elbow by Jones. Tight elbow. We saw very few right hands from John Jones. Keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that, and keep an eye on the right shoulder of Glover.
Round 3. Overhand right by the Brazilian. Greg Jackson also said of Glover Teixeira, he truly is one of the best, especially if the fight goes to the ground with his jiu-jitsu game. So far, it's been a great stand-up battle. To the body.
Good shot to the body by Glover. There, John threw a right hand. Mostly lefts, though, Mike.
Jones with the most wins. Title
knee by
defensive.
John. John with the nice,
oh, and another
nice knee to the body after the guillotine.
Southpaw stance, he switches. Glover tries to get inside again. Look at that.
Glover
just out of harm's way.
Yeah, just short with all those shots. And John sliding out of way.
Head kick.
Mixes it up nicely. Oblique kick from the tie-up.
Man, he loves those elbows.
There's an uppercut. Knocked the mouthpiece out.
About 90 seconds into round 3. Takedown. Stuck for now. Glover has stuffed 3 of 4 takedown attempts from the champion.
And the one that did take him down, he popped right back up.
Clinch game here. Right in front of the Hall of Famer.
John doing a good job of tying up the arms of Glover, too. Not letting him get off that uppercut,
good elbow.
landing a beautiful elbow. He hurt him. He hurt him with that uppercut. And John spun out of there.
So they go back to the middle once again. Reset. A lot of southpaw by Jones tonight.
And again, very few right hands.
Question is, did he hurt it early, Joe?
It might have been hurt coming into the fight. I mean, it's hard to tell. See some blood coming out of the nose of Glover.
Johnny Hendricks was banged up coming into a championship fight and nobody knew. Fought like a warrior against Robbie Lawler. Uppercut by the champion, answered by the challenger. Oh, that one across the chin.
Nasty shots inside by John.
Is this a game John wants to play, Joe?
Well, he's winning it with those elbows. I mean, he's cutting Glover up now.
Most likely with one of those, as we said, sharp elbows. Maybe the one that just came across a moment ago.
Bring us out of the fence, Sean. Thank you.
So over 90 seconds left in round 3.
Glover tying, excuse me, John tying up the wrist of Glover. And look for the elbows if he breaks. Oh, beautiful left hook by John.
And he just moves out of harm's way.
And Glover is really busted up now, Mike.
The weight, and they do real damage.
Front leg side kick.
Great athlete. Now he goes back to the orthodox stance. Let's see that right hand. Nothing yet. Lead elbow. Final minute of the third. Closing in on the championship rounds.
Oh, beautiful kick by John, the left hand behind it.
Oftentimes, Jones quicker to the strike.
Oh, man. Beautiful, right to the body and an uppercut afterwards. Oh,
and again to the elbow. 15 seconds.
John Jones is imposing his will. Uppercut by Glover, left hook.
Final seconds of the round. Wow.
Wow. That was John Jones fighting where Glover wanted to be. Phone booth warfare. And John won the exchanges.
Slow down. Look at me, John. Slow down. Wow. Wow.
His blood all over you, John. Good job.
John, listen, here's the water. I need you to breathe and calm your heart rate. Bring it down. Bring it, that's it. Good. You've been well trained for these last 2 rounds.
There's a nice uppercut by the champion. And there's a huge cut over the right eyebrow of Glover Teixeira. And this is the end of the fight where he is attacking, fighting where Glover should be at his best.
Championship rounds.
That is a big, nasty cut over the eyebrow of Glover Teixeira.
This is the deepest Glover has ever gone in his MMA career. Round 4.
There's a real question of how long he can fight with that cut over his right eyebrow. If he gets hit again, that eyebrow could easily open wide up, and that could be the end of the fight. I mean, that's an enormous cut.
Tonight, the 8th time John has been scheduled for 25 minutes. He's gone the distance twice. Uncharted waters for the challenger. Keeping him at distance.
There's a right hand over the top, and there's an elbow again. And John's doing a great job of avoiding Glover's shots when they get in tight.
Is he messing with fire, though, Joe? Is he better to stay outside and work the angles?
Well, you know, I think sometimes John likes to prove things in a fight.
Yep.
I mean, what he did with Chael Sonnen, the only chance Chael had to beat him was a grappling exchange. So, and John decided to grapple with him.
Great
but
point.
he's winning these exchanges, which is crazy, and he's doing it by being more diverse. by throwing elbows, by tying up the wrists.
By doing what he does all the time.
And by doing a really good job of avoiding the shots, using excellent angles and head movement while in close. And for Glover, he's just got to figure out a way to land a big shot. And John, there's another elbow and a knee. And Glover's got to know, coming into this fourth round, he's got to know he's behind on the cards.
John Jones in the record books so many times. He also is the only light heavyweight with 2 fourth-round submissions.
Glover lost his mouthpiece again. He said, just give it to, they're making him rinse it off. He's like, just give it to me.
Put that in your mouth. Okay? Stand right. Crowd people, let's go fight.
This stiff jab.
One of those fourth-round finishes was against the Phenom Vitor Belfort. Just about at the midway point of round 4. John leading with the jab, now the kick.
Inside leg kick by John.
Right leg forward again, watch for a spin. Now they're a little bit further apart. Steps into that elbow so well over the top.
And you don't know if it's going to be a jab or an elbow. An axe kick again. That front leg side kick to the thigh. Devastating technique, slicing with that elbow. And Glover's busted open again.
Keeping him at distance.
He's got to stop doing that with the hand, though.
Oh.
Oh, man, that is a hard oblique kick to the thigh.
That will put all kinds of pressure on your knee.
And
Big
Glover's
shot.
trying to get off those shots, but his punching power has waned a bit coming into this third round, and John's just not respecting it anymore. Excuse me, fourth round.
Under 90.
There's a spinning elbow. Beautiful elbow, and another one.
One of his trademarks.
And ducking under everything that Glover throws after that.
Again with the elbow. So not throwing the right hand, but connecting with the right elbow.
And sliding away from the uppercuts, the hooks, and he keeps hitting that, and that's probably what hurt Glover's shoulder.
The reality of it is, Joe, is John Jones, at 26 years old, just continues to get better.
No question about it. I mean, what he said is, it's not just a boastful statement. He really does want to be the best in the world. And that comes from hard work. He has beaten Glover Teixeira up.
The best in the world and the best of all time.
He's beating Glover up, and he's standing right in front of him while he's doing it. Nice elbow. I mean, who expected this?
He's going into Glover's wheelhouse, and he's winning the battle.
He's winning it from the outside and the inside.
And again, nice elbow again.
Hard elbow.
That one on the jaw.
And knee.
15.
And Glover spins out.
Big round 4 for the champion. Watch for a spin, maybe a takedown.
He's got him down.
Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Focus on me now. Bring your breathing under control. Focus, John. Focus. Listen, you're doing an amazing artistic fight. It's beautiful to behold. You understand me? Sure. But you have 5 more minutes, and you have to suffer for that.
There's a stiff jab that knocks the mouthpiece loose, and Glover Teixeira is just getting beaten up. Short elbow by John, another elbow. And avoids all the punches, just sliding to the left and the right, another elbow, and another one.
To win, Glover, you need to not give
medical man 100% correct. Jones with 13 wins at 205, tied for tops all time with Chuck Liddell and Rashad Evans. Looking for number 14, fifth and final round. And another takedown. Changing things up here in the fifth. He's up, he can knee him.
He's tying Glover up. Glover's back up. Spin.
Ten-fight win streak. The only loss ever for Jones was a DQ against Matt Hamill, a fight he was dominant in. And he has been dominant here tonight.
And he's continued to show new aspects of his game and this ability to fight in close.
Joe, he has landed nearly 70% of his significant strikes. That's amazing in a title fight.
There's an uppercut by Glover and a left hook by Glover. And
Glover is one strike away all the time.
But John has been able to absorb all the strikes. And John rips to the body. I mean, this is the area where we thought Glover would do best.
Mouthpiece once again falls out.
Don't spit out anymore. Put that in your mouth. Don't spit out anymore. All right, John, ready? Let's go. Fight.
To the center. That is a huge cut over the right eye of the Brazilian.
John has got to stop reaching out with open hands like that. He's already poked him in the eyes twice, and he keeps doing it. And Dan Miragliotta's not warning him. You can't do that. You can't have your fingers extended, because then you force a guy to not move towards you or run into your fingers. There's a good right hand by Glover. And John is showing complete disregard for the punching power of Glover. Hard elbow by John.
Like you said, he likes to make statements, and he's making a big one again tonight.
It's like he wants to prove a point.
I'll beat anybody at their game. Uppercut.
And Glover just tagged him with an uppercut.
John takes a look at the clock. Past the midway point of the fifth and final round.
Elbow again.
Jones 2 minutes away from a record 7th title defense at 205.
Glover's on wobbly legs. Just completely exhausted.
Flying knee
just
attempt.
missed.
Always looking for the finish. And again, he uses that long arm to keep Teixeira on the outside.
Which is fine as long as he has a closed fist.
Seconds.
He's got Glover jumping. Faking the takedown, touching the thigh.
He's neutralized.
In spectacular fashion. I mean, as long as he can survive this next minute 15.
Covering up
by Glover. Wow, he's going George Foreman style on him.
Under a minute remains. $176 significant strikes landed by the champion. Spin and a miss, 40 seconds. Another clinic put on by Johnny Bones Jones.
Now with 30 seconds left, he's moving away.
Glover loves Tyson. Jones loves Muhammad Ali.
Well, I'm sure Jones loves Tyson too. But
15 seconds.
What John Jones is doing tonight is he's being John Jones. Wheel kick.
They go the distance. Johnny Bones Jones, dominant once again.
An incredible performance by the champion to shut the game of Glover Teixeira down, and did so by entering into the wheelhouse of Glover, which is really the most incredible aspect of it. There's a beautiful left hook, and that's early in the fight that tagged Glover. There's a stiff jab that knocked him back, and there's the uppercut that knocked the mouthpiece of Glover Teixeira out, and there's a nasty cut that he opened up from that elbow, and you can see it right as the elbow lands. There's another jab that knocks the mouthpiece loose. These elbows in tight. That was one of the most impressive things about this fight, was that he decided to stand right in front of Glover, and he beat him at his own game. Look at that. Puts his hand behind his back, Roy Jones Jr. style.
Here in Baltimore, where his brother won a Super Bowl, first time ever in the Charm City.
All day to the boot game. Thank you guys so much for the sport. Hey, all glory be to God. Forever and forever. He reigns forever.
And a great performance by the most successful champion in light heavyweight history. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score the contest 50-45 for the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, John Bones Jones.
John Hackelman, and here is Joe.
I'm here with the champion and still champ, Johnny Bones Jones. John, what was the strategy coming into this fight? Because there was a lot of surprising decisions that you made, and one of them was to choose to fight up against the cage in an area where a lot of people thought Glover would have an advantage being closer to you.
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Without him, I would be nothing. I also want to thank a special guest, one of the greatest football players of all times, Ray Lewis, is in the house. Woo! I hope I did the dance right, Ray.
What was your strategy coming into this fight, and how much of what you did tonight was just improvisation?
A lot of it was improv. The game was to actually stick to takedowns and to try to pick him apart from distance. But I realized mid-fight that he was winding up on his punches, and you can't really wind up when someone's right on top of you. So I switched the game plan up to go on extremely short range, and it worked out great.
It certainly did. There was a lot of times where you had him up against the cage where you were battering with elbows and moving away from shots. That was all improvisation?
Yeah, it was all improv. You know, I realized that I was a lot better hand fighter than he was. And that's just from years and years of wrestling Greco-Roman and wrestling in general. But I tell you what, guys, thank you everyone from Brazil who tuned in tonight. I respect Brazil so much, and the Brazilian fighters. Glover Teixeira is someone that I respect dearly, and I'm really grateful for that challenge.
Was there anything surprising about this fight tonight? What did you expect from Glover?
You know what? It was a lot like what we thought it would be. You know, Glover, he doesn't tend to be the most versatile, so we saw a lot of the things that he was going to look for, and sure enough, it happened that way.
Congratulations on a very, very impressive and really, really spectacular fight tonight. You are still the champ, John Bones Jones, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'm here with Glover Teixeira. Glover, first of all, thank you for a very entertaining fight. There was one time during your corner where you